Remote work and hybrid work is the biggest threat to white-collar jobs that we've ever seen, because it's not long before companies will start to go, wait a second, you want to make 120 or 150 to sit at home and work, and I can hire somebody in India for 60 to do it.
That's not an issue with remote work. That's an issue with corporate greed and capitalistic systems. Because that was a thing long before the pandemic and before remote work became such a popular thing as it is now. If I was to guess, I would guess that guy's within my age range, and I'm 40. And I remember the dot-com crash and the exporting of white-collar jobs, especially call center jobs, to places like India and the Philippines. In fact, before I joined the Army and made the career shift into counter-extremism, I worked in a call center doing tech support. And in 2003, my job was shifted to a call center in the Philippines, owned by the same company that I worked for. In fact, they took a bunch of us, I wasn't one of them, and shipped them over to the Philippines call centers to train up the new hires and set up that call center. The entire time they were telling us that this new call center in the Philippines wasn't going to be our replacements, but an add-on to work with us. As soon as that call center was up and running and fully operational, the people who went over there to train were offered management positions in the Philippines. The rest of us were told if we wanted to continue working with the company, we had to accept a new contract and move out of the tech support contract we were in. Translation, the Philippines call center was actually our replacement, and they'd been lying to us the entire time. In that job in 2013, I made about $11, $12 an hour. I had been promoted a few times. That wasn't the base pay. The agents in the Philippines made $5 a day. So that had nothing to do with remote work. It simply happened because the capitalists who owned the company realized that instead of paying me $11 an hour, they can pay a person in the Philippines half of what I make in 1 hour for the entire day. This is why we say capitalism is exploitative. Because it doesn't matter what workers request or what workers demand. Capitalists will always attempt to find a way to do it cheaper without actually taking care of their workers. And this isn't even just a white-collar remote worker thing. This happens with blue-collar jobs all the time. How many companies wanted to take their factories and ship it overseas into a country that has worse employment laws than we do here in America? This happens in the blue-collar industries of automobiles, textiles, and many other. There's an entire term for this. Sweatshops. Something that we were talking about even before the dot-com boom and bust. So no, the biggest threat to workers is not workers or workers asking for better working conditions. The biggest threat to workers is capitalism. Because even if you never ask for anything, they will find a way to pull one over on you and to further exploit you. But I wouldn't expect any other type of argument from a Ramsey personality. As in Dave Ramsey, the person who fired a woman simply because he didn't like that she got pregnant. Yeah, I'm sure they both care about workers.